Hi, welcome back to Budget Stuff Save Repeat. I'm Melissa, and as you can see, today we are going to be talking about budgeting for the year. Now, I know this is not a super exciting topic, but I believe it is such a necessary topic, exercise, lifestyle, if you want to be successful with your finances. So, thank you so much for being here. I mentioned this in previous videos, and I did get some people who said they're looking forward to this. So I wanted to be a woman of my word and actually put this video out. I will start by telling you I am an accountant, but I am not giving you advice. I am showing you what I do in my personal life that has worked for me for the last 20 plus years. Okay. I will also tell you that I'm a salary employee. So I find that budgeting for the year, for the whole year, is easier for me to see what the lump sum of money we're going to bring into our house and spend it down on paper first. Okay. So as a salary employee, I know what I'm going to make every 2 weeks. My husband gets paid twice a month, so I know what he's going to make. It changes a little bit when taxes and stuff like that changes, but for the most part, we get paid the same amount every single pay period. So I will show you. I use Excel. Okay. I have been using Excel for over 20 years. I put everything into Excel. My formulas are already in here. And then I print out every single month. And I have 13 pages here because my last page is a summary page. So let's just talk about this and why I budget for the year and how I do it. So the first thing I do is put dates or pay dates across in spreadsheets. In Excel. I'm gonna bring this down so you can see this a little bit better. I already know what our pay dates are going to be because I've been at my job for over 23 years. Every 2 weeks I get paid, and so I put the pay dates in here, and I put what we make currently. So currently my husband brings home over $5,000 and I bring home $3,330 every 2 weeks. So for the upcoming year, for 2025, I just shave off a little bit for each. So I know that my budget will be it will be under really, because I know that we're bringing home more than that currently. So all of that is in there. So if we just go right to our summary page, we can kind of see what we're working with. I know because I put in our salaries that we should bring home net $204,000 for 2025. Yes, that is a lot of money. So now I know I'm working with over $200,000. Where is that money going to go? I put my giving on my budget. I put my savings. That's what you guys usually see in savings challenges. We have a mortgage that we are actively trying to pay off. So I put $4,000 each month towards the mortgage. So that's $48,000 for the year. I put money towards vacation. This says stair-stepping salary down. So I am eligible to retire in 3 years and 11 months. I'm absolutely going to retire at that time. So I have been working with my financial advisor, and we've been figuring out what my pension is going to be. And so far, it's looking like it's going to be about $20,000 less take home than what I'm bringing home right now. So I'm bringing home about 84. So we're projecting that I'm going to be bringing home about 64,000. So next year, I'm going to take $5,200 and set that aside. I can use that money for anything except for our household living. So I can't go to the grocery store with an extra $5,000 because in 3 years and 11 months, we won't have that anymore. So this can go to savings. It can go to paying off a debt. It can go any place except for household living. Um, my children have a 529. We pay for life insurance. Me and my husband get an allowance. And my children, we put money into their savings account. I have a car note that we're paying off, and we have car insurance. Now, this line is bills. So all the household bills that we pay with a credit card. And so we have a account that's just called bills. And so every time I get when one of us get paid, should I say, I know how much money I'm just supposed to transfer into the bill account, and then my husband will reconcile the credit card and go ahead and transfer the money to pay it. I don't like reconciling credit cards, so I don't do that. And when we was just paying each bill individually, I was the one doing that. But because he wanted to go to credit cards, then he reconciles the credit card bill. But we do have 2 credit card bills that their stipulations were just not worth putting it on credit cards, and that was AT&T and Verizon. We have maid service and lawn service, and we have a credit card that will be paid off next year with a 0 APR that we're working on. We do pest control, and then for our house, we have a sewage bill and we have an association fee. And then down here at the bottom, we have variable expenses where we do our holiday spending. And you guys see my holidays saving challenges for Christmas, Thanksgiving, and teacher appreciation. But that's our budget for the year. And then we do entertainment separately, household variables separately, and our groceries separately. Now, if you look at this already, this was if everything was perfect and we had the money to cover everything, we put that in our budget. Whatever activities we think the kids want to be on, or anything we can think of that is going to cause us to spend money, we put it on our budget. And we are $7,830 short. Okay, so we cannot cover everything we want to do. But because we have this in plain view, now we can make some hard decisions. We can say, okay, we can't pay this much in our mortgage. We can only pay maybe $40,000 and take that $8,000 and make up the difference. We might say, hey, we can't save this much, or we can't give this much, or our allowance can't be this much, or we can't have this much entertainment and groceries. So this just gives us a clear picture of what we can or cannot do. And that's why I always say budgeting requires honesty, because I can ignore this and then this is going to come from somewhere. It's going to go on a credit card, or if we do have savings, it would have to come from our savings. But let's just look at a monthly budget. So in January, it's after Christmas. I don't feel like thinking about anything. I get paid on the 3rd. I'm going to go and look at this, and I'm going to know, okay, I got to take $200 when I get paid and put it into that account that we set up for my stair stepping down. I need to transfer an allowance to my husband and to myself and then to my children. I need to set money aside for my car insurance. I need to transfer $656 into my bill account. I need to pay AT&T. I need to put aside $40 for pest control, and I need to transfer these items: my holiday spending, my entertainment, my household variables, and my groceries. And that's it. I'm done. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to, get emotional spending, or it's like this is my roadmap. I just come here and it tells me what to do. And I take these numbers from previous years. So my bill account over here, Delmarva is my electric and gas. I have $510 budgeted for that. Where did that number come from? That was our highest. I looked at the 12 months prior for 2024, and so far we haven't, I think the highest month was $508 and some change. So I rounded up to 510. That tells me that I'm going to be able to have some, some fluff in all of this. There is a little bit of there's a little bit of extra in here. So when I see this $8,000 discrepancy, I already know that not every month I'm going to need $510 for Delmarva. So that is starting to close in my balance. I know that my salary is not, I told you my husband makes over 5,000 and I make 3,300. I just round down just to make sure that we're covered. So, it could be an extra $1,000 in income, and our bills might be reduced by an extra $1,000. So I hope this is making sense. I start with our income and I just pay everything on paper based off of what we have in our current year. And I am super conservative and I am super honest with it. We broke down these areas of entertainment, household, and groceries because we were eating out. We're not going to not eat out, so we budget for it. The same thing, I go to Marshall's, I want to change a shower curtain, I want to change the bathroom mats. That's going to be household things that we're just going to do throughout the year. And then I have to account for certain things that are just going to happen in my family. Our children go to summer camp. Our children go to before and after care. So I have to account for those things as they come up. I am going to include a Google Drive of a sample budget. So it will be blank and it will have income, and you can type in, I'll leave a couple lines and it'll be formatted so your income will add up. You can list your categories. I'll put some in there that are common. You can go out and back them out and add new ones, and they will total up on the side, and your expenses will be subtracted from your income so you can see every single month. January is the only one I really started working on, and it's a positive for us because that's a magic month for me. So that's the first time I get paid 3 times. So I see that I have, I'm on the plus side of $615, but if I go to February, I'm negative 505. So that tells me right there, I need to save this $615 to cover February. And so we are slowly working through our budget to make adjustments every month. So, it won't be the same because we might have to pay summer camp in February, I believe it is. So February is a harder month. March, we might have to pay our association fees. So that'll be a different month. So I just go month by month. That's why I start in September, because it gives me time to go back and see when was bills due? How much did we pay? What was the highest amount that we paid? And for me just to make those projections. And it's not going to be completely right. And so when I say I want to save $5,000 for the year, that number might end up being $5,500 because the buffers that are already built into our budget, the month that our Delmarva is under 500, let's say it's 400, I might decide that $100 can go to our savings challenges, or I might make an extra payment on our car note, or it might go to our mortgage. So it gives me some wiggle room, but at least I always have a roadmap to start, and I am super conservative so that we will always have more than fall short. So whenever there's more, I go to my husband, hey, we have an extra $300 this month. What should we do? And we make that decision. And I never account for things that may happen. So this year, my husband maxed out of his Social Security. It may happen again next year, but I'm never going to account for things like that when they come. And if we have that extra money because he maxed out, then that is when we're like, okay, let's do something extra. Let's put more in vacation. Let's buy something that we need for the house. So it does take more work on the front end to budget for the year. Like I said, I'm starting this in September. I usually don't wrap it up really until like November. I print out a copy. I leave it on our dresser. My husband makes notes on it. I make notes on it. And that's where we just, whatever pops in your head, just keep writing it down. I get it all on the budget, and then we will see what our negative balance is, and then we have to make some adjustments on the top end of our budget. So I am going to include a Google Doc for you to try it out. If you have specific questions, you can definitely ask me. If you don't feel comfortable leaving it in the comments, my email address is in my description box. I am on Instagram, and you can send me a message. If you're serious, I do not mind helping you, discussing it. I have done that for other people. I love budgeting, and I think it has been so freeing. I don't think about money as much because it just goes where we already planned for it to go. And then when new money comes in, I make decisions with it before I go and spend anything. So I would suggest trying it. But if, like I said, if you have any questions, I'm more than willing to answer them. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye.